So briefly, I just want to discuss certain individual organizations that are believing that they believe are established in my genetic DNA and financial outcome and ancestral outcome. And I would like to refute it. First of all, I just wanted to establish the fact that they know that they are lying in my government records in order to experiment on me. Okay, and I can prove it. I have it on film. And I would like my government records to be reestablished immediately. I need my identity to be restored immediately. I don't think it's fair that you would, want to mention my corporation and how successful you think that it is on national television, and even mention me during the former presidential election. You mentioned me several times, but then, and that was a consensus, But to mention me during the former presidential election about how it became a $1 trillion corporation, and then throw me away to animal level experimentation and illegal mass genocide, and then treat me like I'm a hamster in a cage. And then people are saying, oh, well, you're being euthanized by Kate Middleton. She has a euthanasia order against you. First of all, Kate Middleton has a euthanasia order herself that's live. And it's from the High Military of King Summit Khan, the 12th of the U.S. Navy of Norfolk, for being miscreant in how she sees life. Okay, first of all, she has been proven as embezzling from financial accounts that belong to me. And some of those accounts link all the way back to 1680 Tamarack Street, where I grew up as a child, okay, for at least 18, 19 years. And even though I didn't necessarily try to wield accounts that were financial accounts that were in my name when I lived on Tamarack Street, I had certain investments, but I didn't think that they would find Kate Middleton in them. Okay, so, but beyond that, I moved on from them. I moved on to having my own corporation. Often when you get an annuity or you get an inheritance, it's controversial, even if people are in a social circle and are not related to you genetically. I moved on to having my own corporation, and not even that was honored. And that's, over $1 trillion in value, and in business, not collateral necessarily, but in business equity at a minimum, that I built almost by myself for the most part, almost. I don't think that's right that I would do that much work, and that over 100,000 statements of mine that I wrote by myself for the most part, even if AI records were involved, it had nothing to do with Kate Middleton. She wasn't in my corporation. And it was reported to me through an AI record that she went around telling people that she worked with me in my corporation and that I owed her. And she was claiming $80 million from my corporation. $80 million for what? She was never consulted about anything. I never asked Kate Middleton to do anything regarding my corporation. Never. I never called her. I never contacted her. I never asked her anything. So why does she believe that she should have a euthanasia order against me to claim $80 million out of my corporation's business equity and not be involved financially and not be involved intellectually either? Not in any way. So because she has mercenaries, as I would like to label them, that believe that they can throw their lives away by ignoring federal laws in the United States of America and not acknowledging the fact that Kate Middleton has her own euthanasia order for trying to claim $80 million that has nothing to do with her in any way. And it's all business. It's all business profits from my corporation. It all is. And I just don't. I don't understand. It's asinine. But along with that is Harvard University, and I would like to shut down Harvard University. And if I have to pay, I would love to pay to shut down Harvard University, because it was reported to me in an AI record that Harvard University stole my body from me and cloned me, even recently. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a prostitute. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a miscreant murderer. I don't have any felonies, and I never did. I don't have AIDS. I don't understand why that is. I don't understand what Harvard University believes that they are wielding, where they feel like they can kidnap me and clone me without asking me. And then doing it on national television. And then planning, who in my family they're going to kill, including children. I'm not guilty of anything, and I haven't done anything. I'm not a crackhead, homeless prostitute. And I at least have legal money and acumen over financial sums that I can claim and that I know I can hone and own. And all of that's been verified by the Higher Military of King Simon Khan XII of the U.S. Navy of Norfolk. Why does Harvard University believe that they can clone me and steal my DNA? There is another individual that wanted to say that I had a multiple personality disorder, and that nothing that I say online about myself is true. Well, first of all, if that were the case, why do I have a U.S. Navy officer number? Think about that for a moment. Did I create a U.S. Naval officer number on my own because you think I'm a Looney Tune? Or did a government official actually give it to me? So whoever you all are, please move on from me. You are lying in my record so that you can steal. I already saw Nicholas Keith's name on my real estate property. Why would that be? I purchased that with money. Why would Nicholas Keith own it? I purchased my real estate property with a real estate agent, with a broker witness, and with a representative. It only involved money and business arrangements. It has nothing to do with getting anything from your cousin who is Prince Reed. It has nothing to do with that at all. Okay, the real estate property was for sale. I bought it. I purchased it legally like anybody else would, and operated it with the Higher Military of King Simon Khan XII of the U.S. Navy of Norfolk, who consulted me on where to place my children when they wanted a place to stay. Okay, and so it doesn't involve Nicholas Keith. Nicholas Keith is not my husband. I've never received anything from him. That's ridiculous. So whoever has been tainting AI files and stealing records and lying on me, please change that immediately. Something in my government record says that I was born in a crack house. In my youth, I lived in a $500,000 home that where I could have inherited. Okay, and I was a certified trillionaire the whole time, even if I didn't operate the liquid asset. I had business investments at a minimum, even during that time. Please correct the records immediately. Remove Auntie Hubel, Ukrainian scientists, MITRE and CERN, and Harvard University. Get them out of my life immediately. Stop mass genociding illegally. Stop experimenting on me. Stop stealing my DNA. Stop trying to give me AIDS.